Before we hit the road, there were a few last-minute jobs to tick off. You know, the usual pre-adventure chaos.
But then we were off, and the first stop was at an incredible free camp right outside of Tom Price, before we hit the road straight out to the Ningaloo Coast.
Instead of the smooth sealed road through Parabadoo, Alan decided on the shortcut, 70 kilometres of rough, unsealed mining track.
And spoiler, the roads didn't get any better the closer we got to the coast.
So pretty much as soon as you turn onto the Caravan Ningaloo Road out of Barubaju, it turns to rubbish.
That's a fair call.
Yep.
Alright, this is real lumpy now.
But with a beach camp waiting at the end and some unexpected challenges along the way.
But we got some news.
Why is there always a but with us?
There really is. There really is. And this isn't clickbait or anything like that. And we don't have a site for the next 8 nights despite booking it 6 months ago.
Yeah, it made for a pretty wild time.
Let's get it.
What have we got, Alan?
Hopefully a new water bladder. So we're in Tom Price, we've got it delivered to here. We've just come from Newman to Tom Price and we're heading out to South Lefroy. 600 amp lithium in the van is great off grid, we've got no dramas there. 190 litres would normally do us for water in the van, but because we're going off grid for a couple of weeks, I wanted to make sure we've got enough water, so 150 litre bladder, hopefully, with a pump. Yep, cool.
There's the pump.
Yep. That's good, that's what I wanted. Pressure pump, hoses, attachments, bits and pieces, cool. And supposedly, that is a 150 litre water bladder that goes across in the back of the ute, across the transmission tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So we pulled into the, what do you call this? The dump point water fill up area in Tom Price because I was hoping to be able to kind of just chuck it in the back of the car and fill it, but it looks like I'm going to have to put it together first. So we'll get this done, and it's already like 3:30 in the afternoon, so who knows where we're going to be staying today. But that's all part of the fun. See how we go.
How are you going?
We have progress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good start.
So at the moment, that one will be the fill point.
Cool.
And this one will pretty much work as a, like just a breather.
Yep.
Basically. So as the water goes in that one, the air will get pushed up out the top, and I will put a little cap on the end here, like a breather cap. Oops. But yeah, we're getting there. Whoops.
Are you getting there? Okay, good.
Yeah.
You're hitting the car a few times more than
Yeah,
necessary.
it needs a wash.
It does. Well, that was fun.
It was, yeah. Look, the bladder was nothing difficult to put together or anything, so that was easy.
It just took some time.
Yeah. But that's all in place, filled up, whatnot. So we got an extra 150 litres on board, which is nice. It's a little bit of, I don't know, just gives a little bit of peace of mind knowing that we've got that extra and we won't have to kind of duck in and out all the time trying to top up extra water.
Yes.
But yeah, we're headed out of Tom Price now towards the coast direction. What is it? 4:15 already. We never get to camp late, so this is very strange for us.
Yeah, we're not normally late arrivers to camp.
No, and we're not too sure how far we're going to keep going. We might go for 50 k's, we might go for 100 k's. We'll just sort of see where we end up, and yeah, go from there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Either way, it's been fun.
You could say that.
Always fun. After a short little adventure along one of this lovely lady's Jess's detours, we have made it into camp.
We have.
Cracker of a spot.
So we've pulled into Tiger Eye Pool,
Yep.
I think it's called.
Yeah, it's all of 15 k's out of Tom Price, so we didn't go very far at all.
I couldn't be bothered to keep driving, really.
No, but I mean, I'll tell you what, little fire pit there. We'll grab a little bit of wood. I'll get some more on the way in a minute. But like this view, all back around there, and then swinging it back this way, view out there. This looks like an absolute cracker of a spot, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, I think I'm trying to get some wood, sit down around fire, relax for a little bit, have some dinner and go to bed. Another beautiful sunrise to start the day.
Sure was. And another beautiful overnighter.
Yeah, a bit of a shame to only call that one as an overnight spot because it was so beautiful. But yeah, we're heading on out. It's funny though because we actually probably could make this one more than one night.
We did our calculations wrong.
Yeah, so we thought we had to get to South Lefroy tomorrow. It's actually the day after. So we've got a spare day ahead of us.
Yes. Oops.
That's all right. Yeah, no, this one, Tiger Eye Pool.
Tiger Eye Pool, I think.
Yeah, about 15 k's outside of Tom Price. Absolutely cracking spot. Yeah, we're just going to keep pushing west now. Keep heading towards the coast.
Yep.
Absolutely no idea where we're going to end up or what we're going to do, but that's all part of the fun.
We'll work it out.
Just got to get up out of here first.
Yeah, slow going. There are two ways to leave Tom Price if you're heading towards South Lefroy. You can take the 130 kilometres of smooth sealed road through Parabadoo,
Or you can do what we did and take the bitumen to the end of Nameless Valley Road and then jump onto 70 kilometres of unsealed mining roads.
Guess who thought that was a good idea?
Look, I saw the words shortcut, dirt road, and I was sold.
I suppose we do like dust, and we do like shortcuts, and we do make questionable decisions that come with great views.
Exactly, and you know what? This shortcut ticked all of those boxes.
Because nothing says relaxing travel day like rattling down an old mining road.
You're welcome. Plus, I bring the adventure and the corrugations.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, yesterday we kind of left you hanging. We ended up pulling into this 24-hour rest stop.
Yeah.
It's just Yannery, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think it's called
Which-
Yannery. Rannery?
Yeah, it's just
The actual rest stop is up there.
yeah, but yeah, it's not anything special. It's just one of those pullovers. A night on the side of the road is a night on the side of the road. So you can see there's a little truck going past in the background there. That's where the road is. So listening to road trains all night.
I don't mind. You're the only one that cared.
You slept through it, that's why.
I did.
But Jess has actually jumped online this morning and found out that we can score a site at South Lefroy tonight. So
We were only meant to get there tomorrow.
Yep.
We do have to move sites tomorrow, which, whatever.
So
Who
be
cares?
it. So be it. The only downside is that Ningaloo Road is closed. At the time of recording this, Ningaloo Road is closed, so we do have to go a different route, which takes us to Barubajoo and then along the coastal route up to South Lefroy.
Yes.
So, but that's fine. It's like 250 k's total today, but we'll see how many hours it actually takes us.
We might actually need to go to Coral Bay to get fuel too.
That is a possibility.
Which is a 50k extra little
Well,
bit.
we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Figure that out when it comes to it. But either way, it's going to be an interesting day, and we're finally getting back to the ocean, which I'm super excited about.
Yes, you are.
All right, let's go.
Let's
Van's
do it.
packed up. We're ready. Let's go.
Let's do it.
So we went past the Ningaloo Road turn off, and yeah, sure enough, there was a road closed sign out the front of it.
I mean, there were plenty of people that had definitely gone around the road closed sign.
Well, there was plenty of tracks there, yeah.
We just didn't want to risk it.
No, we'll do the right thing. So you're a little bit past the Ningaloo Road turn off, and you come up to Barubajoo Camp turn off, which is just a dirt road that we're on now. And it's 10 k's down before you then make another turn off from there. So far we haven't aired down the car or the van because it's just not needed at the moment.
Not just yet, but we will be.
Yeah, we will be for sure. But yeah, no, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
So far pretty cruisy, really.
Yeah, a little lumpy, but not too bad.
Yeah, it's nothing. So pretty much as soon as you turn onto the Caravan Ningaloo Road out of Barubaju, it turns to rubbish.
Yeah.
So we just popped up on top of this little hill, which is like only 200 metres into it, and we're just going to air down all the tyres and that. I'm probably going to go 25-ish in the car and about 30, 35 in the van. But the more important thing is Jess is hungry, so she's actually going to go and make some lunch in the van while I do this.
Says the man who's been asking for food for the last hour.
Yeah. But I tell you what, this is our first smell and look at the ocean for months. Months and months and months, and I'm beyond excited now. Like,
we don't count what is it?
I don't know. What is it? Either way, ridiculously excited.
Bondi Cliffs.
Bondi Cliffs.
We don't count that because you can't actually get down to the water.
Yep. There we go. She got there.
Found it.
Either way, stupidly excited for this. So we're going to air down, have some food, and get straight out to our site because I'm just friggin' excited.
Yes, you are. I am too.
Let's go. Where's my lunch?
do Well, where's the tyres at?
All right. Well, they're thankfully on the bottom of the van and the bottom of the car. That's where they're at.
That's a good start.
That honestly had to be a record time for airing down all the tyres, plus making food and eating food and getting back on the road.
Oh yeah. Will we have a burrito bowl for lunch?
Yep. Always a winner is a burrito bowl, nice and healthy.
No photos or videos because we ate it too quick.
It got inhaled. So we've done 4Ks so far back on this track, and it's honestly just sandy dirt, corrugated road. It's nothing horrible, just got to drive to the conditions really.
It's just slow, really.
It's just slow, but we've got 50 Ks left to go to get out to where we are tonight at South Lefroy.
Yep.
Ridiculously excited. Like, I think I've said that 10 times already, but yeah, very, very excited for tonight and tomorrow night, because tomorrow night's camp is actually going to be better than tonight's.
Tonight was just let's just go to South Lefroy tonight if we can. Oh, there's a site free.
Yep.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So we will be hitching up tomorrow morning and moving to the other site, but that's fine. Yeah, we're out here a day early, so.
Look, let's face it, we'll probably get bogged both days, but that's all right.
No, we'll be fine, mate.
We'll see. See how we go.
We're going to get this but we're going to get this 50Ks done and get there. And I reckon as soon as we get there, park the van up and just jump straight in the ocean because I can. It's been far too long.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fair call.
Yep.
All right, this is real lumpy now.
Yeah, it's a bit bumpy.
Enough chatting.
Good old corrugations.
Oh, yes. Road for the last 15 kilometres, and I just turned to Alan and I was like, oh damn. He's like, what? I was like, I forgot to put the dust reduction system back on.
There was something like absolutely horrendously horrible was wrong. She had me freaked out for a minute, and that was all it was.
Well, we're on a dusty dirt road.
We are. We'll still pull up in a second and turn it on anyways, but yeah, she gave me a good scare for a minute, that's for sure.
Whoops. She looks alright. So far. Close that and we'll deal with that later.
All right, we've been going for an hour and we've done just over 30 Ks. So it's a little bit slow going, but not too bad. So I think we've got 22, 23 Ks to go. But this is Ningaloo Road. So if you were to come in on the closed Ningaloo Road, you come in down through that way, straight through the South Lefroy, and then this road obviously takes you back out to Barubaju. But
So we kind of had to detour around, essentially.
yeah, and like we said, the road's closed. So, but yeah, no, just going to take a quick opportunity to walk around the van, just to make sure that everything is the way that it should be. Make sure everything is plugged in the way it should be, and it is. Everything's looking all right. Nothing's looking broken or dangly down or anything like that. But I will have to say though, the van's actually towing like a dream through here. So very, very happy with its performance through the corrugations and that. I mean, it is filthy dirty. We did actually give it a clean the other day, and hey, that's part and parcel of it. But no, everything looks good outside. I'm just going to stick my head on the inside as well, make sure everything's okay in there, but I'm sure that it is. Unless Jess is already there, she might be. Nope, there she is.
Sorry, what was I meant to be doing?
I was just going to stick my head inside and see if it's all good to go in there. I'm sure it is though. Everything looks good. Nothing's open, so we're all good to go.
Ever have one of those moments where you're thinking, surely the track will get better the closer we get to camp?
Yeah, nah, that was definitely wishful thinking.
Every time we thought, alright, that's probably the worst of it, we'd hit another section that was somehow worse than before.
It honestly felt like the track was just having a laugh. Like, ugh, you thought that bit was rough. Cute.
By that point though, we were fully committed, rattling our way through it and just looking forward to finally getting to camp.
Well, we've got 10 Ks to go.
Nope, we have 9 Ks to go.
And not counting.
Not at all.
This road has been pretty horrendous.
It has. It is. Still is.
It's not maintained whatsoever.
Nope.
It's wombatted, but also corrugated. It's rocky.
Oh, it's a combination of all of the above, which is, like, I get it, but yeah, it's just very slow going.
Yeah.
And we're so close to getting there.
So close.
So close to getting there. We're now 8.9 kilometres to go.
All right.
And it's been an hour and a half so far.
Yeah. Since lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An hour and a half, and we've done less than 50 kilometres.
You. Tells you how slow it is.
Yeah, but we'll get there.
We will.
It was a classic case of, oh, how bad can it be?
And the road said, challenge accepted.
But hey, we finally got to camp in the end, and trust me, it was worth it.
Alrighty, we've just done a real quick setup on site number 29, which we didn't know when we booked it because we didn't even look at the map, is an absolute cracker of a site.
Not that the map actually tells you what your view is, I
No,
suppose, or
no,
where
it
you
doesn't.
are, or...
It doesn't, but we'll show the view afterwards, but for now I am hanging out for a swim because it has been far too long since I'm in the ocean. Alright, well that swim this afternoon was unreal and made me realise just how much I've actually been missing the ocean.
Yeah?
So, super, super happy to be back here in Ningaloo,
Yes.
South Lefroy, cracker of a spot. But, we got some news.
Why is there always a but with us?
There really is, there really is. And this isn't clickbait or anything like that, but we do have a bit of an issue. So, we're booked in on site 5 for the next 8 nights out here. We just went for a walk and site 1 through 12 are all underwater. There's been some big tides come through and yeah, they're all underwater. So our site number 5 is not accessible.
So we can...
we can get to it and we can park up, but we'll be driving through saltwater.
And we'll be parking in saltwater. That's just not going to happen. Now, normally you would go and see the camp host at these places. However, the camp host has decided to pack up and leave. They've cracked it for a few different reasons apparently, and the camp host has left. So there is no camp host here at South Lefroy at the moment, and we don't have a site for the next 8 nights despite booking it 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
I think at the moment though, that's going to be tomorrow's problem.
Yep.
Hey, this might be our last night at South Lefroy, so I just want to watch this beautiful sunset and figure out tomorrow when tomorrow comes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.
Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right. Moments pass, make this one count. Untie. You're so good at dragging yourself down. Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm and despair. Held underwater, fine for air. Breathe in, breathe out.
We weren't even sure if we would make it out to our next campsite at South Lefroy. Between the saltwater, tight timing with the tides, it could have gone either way.
Now, yesterday when we came out here, this was all underwater.
But we rolled the dice and it paid off in a big way.
Picture this: crystal clear water, dolphins, turtles, sharks, and one of the best beach camps we've ever scored.
But it wasn't without a few dramas. Let's just say the soft sand had other plans for us. That was a short-lived trip.
So, this is our second recovery already.
Yeah.
And that's just only getting the story started.
So if you're keen to see how it all plays out, make sure you hit subscribe. You won't want to miss it.
And give this one a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and drop a comment below because we love hearing from you.
And remember, never stop exploring.